standard deviation is the square root of the arithmetic mean of the squares of deviations of the items from their mean value. When we calculate the standard deviation, or when we talk about the calculation of standard deviation, first individual series and standard deviation. There are three methods of the calculating standard deviation. Three methods of the calculating standard deviation. That all number one is direct method. Number one is direct method, and number two is shortcut method. And dear students, number three is the setup deviation method. You know that what are these standard deviation method, and you also know that when we find the standard deviation, this standard deviation, or it can be denoted by this sigma, is equal, it is a symbol of standard deviation, is equal to square root of ex square upon n. Ex means the sum of the observation or sum of the items divided by a number that is equal to the mean, and the square root of this mean is equal to the standard deviation. Here this sigma ex square is sum of total of the squares of deviations, and x bar is the mean. And x minus x bar is deviation from mean deviations, or we can write it as that it is the square root of summation of x minus x bar square upon n. And this x minus x bar, I will talk to you, x minus x bar is deviations from mean value, and n is the number of items. So dear students, here an illustration that you have to understand it fully. Following are the marks of obtained by 10 students. ये जो डाटा है, ये किसी क्लास का हमने टेस्ट लिया है जिसमें सिर्फ 10 स्टूडेंट्स हैं. मान लेते हैं कि 11th क्लास का टेस्ट लिया, ऑफ का जो रोल है वो 10 है, और आपको जो हमने टेस्ट लिया, तो आपके जो मार्क्स हैं, आपके 10 जो स्टूडेंट्स के मार्क्स हैं, एक लेता है 12, दूसरे के 8, तीसरे के 17, और 13, 15, और इसी तरह 9, 18, इस तरह से 11 और 6 और 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 और 10. तो these are the marks obtained by the 10 students of class 11th. अब इसमें आपको निकालना है स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन और कैलकुलेट स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन एंड द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन. कैलकुलेट स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन एंड कोफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन. तो बेटा इसके लिए आपको क्या करना, पहले फर्स्ट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर द टेबल कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन यूजिंग डायरेक्ट मेथड. इसमें आपको करना है डायरेक्ट मेथड का इस्तेमाल करना है. इधर आप लिखेंगे सीरियल नंबर, तो ये हम आंसर ही लिखते हैं इसका. फिर हम लिखेंगे द मार्क्स विच कैन बी डिनोटेड बाय एक्स, एंड देन वी राइट द डिविएशन, एंड deviation is or equal to that x is equal to x minus x bar. तो उसके बाद जो है फर्स्ट इज सीरियल नंबर, देन इट इज x marks, and then deviations, and then square of deviations. means x square, that is equal to x minus x bar square. Dear students, first you write the serial numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now you see here that the marks is 12, 18, 17, 13, 15, 9, 18, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 8, 17, 13, 15, 9, 18, 11, 6 and 1. These are the marks. And this n is equal to number of the students is equal to 10. And this summation of x is equal to, when we add these, it is equal to 110. The marks, total marks obtained by 10 students are 110 or 110. Now we find x is equal to x minus a. First you find the mean, and this mean is equal to x bar is equal to summation of x upon n, and that is equal to the total of these is 110 upon the number of students is 10, that is equal to 11. So the mean marks is 11. So the mean marks is 11. Now this x is 12 minus 11. 12 minus 11, that is equal to 1. 8 minus 11, that is equal to minus 3. 17 minus 11, that is equal to 6. Similarly, 13 minus 11, that is equal to 2. 15, 11, that is equal to 4. 9 minus 11, that is equal to 2. Minus 2. 18 minus 11, that is equal to 7. 11 minus 11, that is equal to 0. And this 11 minus 6. 11 minus 6 minus 11, that is equal to minus 5. And this 1 minus 11, that is equal to minus 10. So dear students, this when we add these, it is equal to sigma summation of x is equal to 0. And square of the deviation is x square. 1 square is equal to 1, 3 3s are 9, 6 6 36, 4 4 4s are 16, 2 2s are 4, and 7 7s are 49, and this 0 0 5 5s are 25, and this 10 10s are 100. And this summation of x square is equal to 244. So dear students, this is the table. We have to prepare this to calculate the standard deviation. Now we calculate. Now we find the first mean, that is equal to 11. You know that. Now we find the standard deviation, that is equal to summation sigma is equal to square root of sigma x square upon n, and the sigma x square is equal to 244, and this square root of 244 upon divided by 10, that is equal to square root of 24.4, and the square root of 24.4 is equal to 4.94. So dear students, by using the direct the method, we find that the standard deviation is equal to 4.94. Now we find the coefficient of standard deviation. That is equal to standard deviation upon the mean. That is equal to standard deviation is equal to 4.94, and the mean is equal to 11, and 4.94 upon 11 is equal to 0.45. So the coefficient of the mean deviation is equal to 0.45. 45. Dear students, it is the illustration for which we have to so you have so many the questions for which you can make use of these formulas and find the mean, the standard deviation and the coefficient of standard. Thank you very much. Stay home and stay safe.